co-point director representative, the ARCSSTE staff, OAU staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to mount this podium on this day of the graduation of 2013 students of Africa Regional Space Science and Technology Education in English, ARCSSTE for short. I am greatly humbled and profoundly honored to stand before you to present this gratitude speech on behalf of my colleagues. Where do I begin? I want to begin from the beginning. I want to begin by saying that if there is anyone after who still doubts that Nigeria is a place where everything is possible, who still wonders if the dreams of Nigeria for Africa is still alive in our time, who still question the power of Nigeria to unite Africa, today is the answer. They have sent a signal across Africa that we are not a collection of individuals from different countries and different tribes and regions, but we are and will always be united Africa. Our unification, which has been engineered by Nigeria, can be very prophetic, and I believe it will manifest itself pragmatically by the end of the day or someday soon. Mr. Chairman, permit me to show my first and foremost gratitude to the Nigerian government, NARSDA, ARCSSTE, and the United Nations for building a high capacity and critical mass of indigenous space scientists in Africa. This extraordinary impact they have made in our entire lives to go extra mile to affect our various countries and the world at large positively. The Nigerian government has not left any stone unturned for the 9 months you've stayed in Nigeria. The effort of your government of advancing the cause for this success are still fresh in our minds, and we have no other option than to show appreciation and gratitude. Why? Because appreciation and gratitude are known to be the moral memory of mankind. This was said by George Simmel. Also, to speak gratitude is courteous and present. To enact gratitude is generous and noble, but to live gratitude is to touch heaven. So as we are expressing our gratitude, I know we've touched heaven, and I can therefore prophesy that ARCSSTE is going to live to his dream, and it will always lift the flag of Africa high. You clap for that because this is a prophecy without any doubt. Distinguished guests, to acknowledge your effort is not enough. To be grateful for the support is also not enough. But to learn hard, continue the good works you are doing, and apply whatever you've learned in ARCSSTE will bring glory and legacy to your name to an extent that posterity can never erase this from the human archives. We therefore promise to be good ambassadors of propagating and broadcasting the good news of Nigeria to the rest of the world. Distinguished guests, in spite of numerous challenges we encountered, the center did its best to achieve the following. The first time transported, let me say, part of the students to join the 6th Governing Board meeting in Abuja. They provide accommodation to the students. They transported the student for a trip to Lagos, in Lagos Beach to be very specific. Distinguished guests, I would also like to make an appeal to the center. One, to intensify its effort to make sure that the resolution passed during the 6th Government Board meeting in Abuja becomes a reality. To mention but a few, the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding by the member countries, the beginning of the Professional Masters, if possible, January 2014, and last but not the least, the increment of the monthly stipends. Yeah, generation is said to be blessed and not cursed, so we need to fight for the future generation. Distinguished guests, all this could be possible if all member countries show financial commitment to our dear center, ARCSSTE. Therefore, I would like to appeal again and again to the Executive Director that you've done enough, but enough still has to be done. Because we all attest the fact that it's not over until it's over. And we also know from one professor answer that where there is determination, failure can never dismantle the seat of success. As well as John Keats, a British poet, who said that a road to perdition is long and winding, but it could be traveled by the brave. We know Director to be very brave. So we therefore urge you to fight on, and we believe one day all the countries in Africa will come to understand space science and technology as a source for socio-economic development, and they will oblige to their financial obligations. The presence of generation in our generation in ARCSSTE has intermittently been a blessing. Students have been coming here every year by the eyes of all academics and non-academics in the center testify that our generation is very promising and therefore is the rising sun of ARCSSTE and the Africa at large. To highlight by the few, you were able to present a speech during the 6th Governing Board meeting in Abuja, reminding all the African leaders of their financial obligations and their negligence about space science and technology education. 2. The records show that we did extraordinary best presentations, among others, during the defense of our project. 3 military men were promoted from the rank of lieutenant to captain during 2013 batch. And this makes us boast of about 6 military officers, that is captains, and about 2 or 3 lieutenants, which I have not gone through the record, but I know it has not happened before in the history of ARCSSTE. Gradually, we are going. Our father, Executive Director, Oga Patapata, the man of the people, the man of Africa, was promoted from doctor to professorship during our life. Professor Akele, we admire your flamboyant and charismatic leadership. On most occasions, it is difficult to draw a gulf between your personal self and your public self. You are indeed a father and not a mere academician. Distinguished guests, what began a moment ago can never end today. We have been waiting for a day like this, when people from different countries, different tribes, and different religions will come together, eat together, sing together, learn together, strive together, and succeed together, and be crowned as graduates of PhD, PGD together. You can count for that because we are so big that we are above PGD. That is